This is Bumblebee. Specifically, this is the first iteration of Bumblebee that came from the live-action films. Now, I'm going to take a slightly more sarcastic approach with this review because this figure, well, it's something. That's why I'm being sarcastic. You may have seen me briefly touch upon this figure in one of the YouTube shorts that I put out not that long ago. Mainly the worst Transformers in my collection. Oh my god, B! It's not ornately terrible, but my experience with it is a hand-me-down. You can see I've attempted to hold this together with blue tack and it ain't friggin' working. Stay in there. Oh my god, stay in there. I'm leaving all of this in. I'm not editing around this. As you can see how much of a pain in the arse. Figures with Automorph are when the Automorph system breaks and everything goes to Scheiße. Right, so classic Camaro beat up look. Yeah, you got your yellow. It's kind of like a mustardy yellow. It's whatever. You got the black strips running down the front. Nice detailing, I suppose. On the front, you've got silver kind of rim grill sort of thing going on here. Silver lights. Cool. You've got a scuff mark of battle damage along the top. Oh my god. You've got the battle damage there, you've got battle damage there. That's kind of it. On the underside, peekaboo head, arms, you can infer there the legs, yeah, crotch, whatever. One thing I will say about is the battle damage is it is a little bit of a shame that it doesn't carry on over to multiple parts of the figure. Point being, you see this bit here, it kind of cuts off where the door starts. It'd have been a little bit better if it had carried on over to the door. So you've got a full kind of scuff mark blast finger with Bobby What's It. Same goes for here, kind of just cuts off at the beginning of the windscreen. Not particularly brilliant. There is also a little bit of painted on, like fading around the tyre there. That's acceptable. Obviously, right, this guy, he doesn't want to stay in vehicle mode, you can see. But the vehicle mode is the better looking mode for him, really. Let's be honest, because for robot mode, Bumblebees have come a very long way, and we'll compare him to the other Bumblebee I've got in my collection a bit later. So to transform this guy, I mean, what you're meant to do here, there's a push button. You can see right there, you're going to push that, and that's meant to happen. But because he's been abused in his painful history of existing, he can no longer do this. And despite my best efforts to keep that tabbed in, sometimes he wants to do it, and sometimes he doesn't want to do it. And that system has become very trigger happy. But there we go, now we've got it. Now it's nice and flush, but for all of that's for naught, because I'm just going to do that again and get this transformation kick-started. So do that if you haven't already. If you're a more little gimmickry bit here, there is another bit on the figure, but this first bit you can see the front lights pop out and down and into place. That's decent, it's subtle, nice. Bring that panel back, bring the head forward. You can see the Autobot symbol on this bit here. You might want to manually push that up and fill in the gap right there. Just like that. Take the arms, split them away from the sides of the car. Oh, solid tabbing in. It's good. Just bring all of that up so the wheels are on his shoulders. You know, it's all coming together. Open the doors and then fold the windscreen and all of that up. Unfortunately, it does not tab into place, and this will be another little bugbear of a figure. It's only held together in there with a pin joint, so it's going to be floppy, 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 floppy. Right, now, because this figure has been abused, the Automorph on his legs doesn't work properly. Well, at least it doesn't on one leg, and I'm trying to remember which leg it actually doesn't work on. I think it's this one. So we'll start with the leg that actually works. What you want to be doing is coming to the back of the car and just unclipping it there, and then bringing this underside panel like that, and then holding the underside panel there while applying a bit of pressure with your thumb. You can use the gear systems inside the leg to bring the foot down and into place, and at the same time the back panel of the car and the kneecap will both shift into place. So that's how it's meant to work. Now, because the gear system is knackered on this one, it doesn't work. What I ended up doing is actually taking a screwdriver to it, opening it up and seeing what the damage is. And basically the gears have shredded themselves. So what you have to do in this case is you can get the thumb into, not the thumb, you can get the foot, you know, out like that. And then you have to bring the panel down with the foot manually if you want it all to get into the correct position. Because if you don't pinch it and bring it up simultaneously, then you're locking the gears and it's not working, and whatever, nobody cares. It's a bust up figure. There's Bumblebee in robot mode. And I'm going to have to hold him because that, as Bumblebees go, it's not very good, is it? Let's be honest. I mean, for 2007, I was going to make the argument there that it's fine, but another Bumblebee came out in 2007, which absolutely blows this thing out of the water. Looking at the head sculpt, it's shocking, really, isn't it? It's really, really bad. Devoid of a lot of detail. All of the memorable Bumblebee features are smushed. Big bug eyes. No, the first movie head sculpt was shocking. The nice Autobot symbol on the chest there. As for said chest, I like that, as I said earlier. Arms, you know, whatever. The door wings, sure, it would be really helpful if they were tab in, because that's only holding because he's bent forward, you see. Nice fake license plate on his crotch area that's accurate to the film. You do have some nice pale yellow and blue detailing along here, and then for the legs, they're quite kibbly, aren't they? The feet, wibbly wobbly. Robot mode, on the whole, he's not even in frame. So robot mode on the whole, big ass chest, blocky legs, flippy floppy, yeah, robot mode. Articulation, let's see if we can cover this without it self-destructing on me. The head feels like it's on a ball joint, so you've got 360 degrees of rotation up there. Can't really look up, can look down. That's kind of cheating though, because this system, which doesn't lock into place at all, is doing that for him. Oh god, that chest panel. Arms, shoulders, ball joints, so full range of motion, 360 degrees, out only that far, which is a bit rubbish, isn't it, because of the way that the tyres are situated. Yeah, wonderful for the most part. Ball jointed elbows, so 90 degrees of rotation, 360 swivel like that. He has wrist articulation though, we'll give him that. That's okay, Bumblebee, yeah, that's fine. Nothing at the waist in terms of the spread. That's kind of cheating because he's rotating his legs backwards, so average kind of spread. He has knee rotation, so you've got a swivel 360 there. You've got just under 90 degrees of knee bend. You've got foot wiggle waggle, and then if you so desire, rip off his legs, recreate the end of the first film. Tell you what you can also do, you can rip off his arms, you can rip his arms off, you can't decapitate him, and you can kill your action figure. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know you can kill Bumblebee? This play feature is available for a special price of don't get this figure. How do I put this guy back together? Please stand, B. Please. Please. Please stand. Please stand. I just want to do a size comparison. Please stand. Please stand. Please do it. Please. Please. Bumblebee, please stand. For a size comparison then, this is the awful B on the left next to the better B on the right. They are both first movie moulds, despite this being a Revenge of the Fallen version of Bumblebee. You know, they came out really in the same line as one another. So Which one is better? Which do you think is better? Obviously, this one. It's no context. I mean, look at the way that the chest breaks up on that. Look at the legs. Look at the wings. Look at how those ones don't hold up anymore. Look at the heads. I mean, well, I can't really say look at the heads because the original version of that guy came with his head, so whatever. But no contest. His wings won't stay up. God damn it. Here he is with Barricade. I gave Barricade a little bit of a bad rap in the review and also in the short. Barricade might slightly be a better figure than I mean, Bumblebee's got better articulation, but look at him. Here's Hotshot with B. Again, which do you think is the better figure? I'll give you a clue. It's that guy. Here is Bumblebee with Optimus Beguime. That's an in-joke. You wouldn't get it anyway. But this is an old bee with a newish prime, and then, you know, consistency. Here he is with like the channel mascot at this point. So I don't think I've ever abused a figure so much in a review. This guy, save your money, don't get him. Like, obviously you can tell from this figure, one day he'll probably break on you and he'll just become incompatible with anything. You won't have any fun with him. And I don't say that about many figures, do I? That is overly negative. I've tried to get him in like a pouting kind of position here, but I'm having to actually hold him at an angle, because if I do that, the wings won't stay in goddamn place. Oh, he's just not. He's not worth it, folks. He's not worth it. The Automorph in him is interesting, it's subtle, but it's not as good as the other version of B that's out there. The head sculpt is a bit rubbish. The paint, you know, this mustard yellow, it's fine, but other Bumblebees have better paint jobs. Even the Studio Series one, you know, the very first Studio Series figure that ever came out was the representation of this guy, and it had its troubles. I know for a fact it had troubles, but it's a damn sight better than this, let's be honest. This isn't exactly movie accurate in the slightest. He is just a byproduct of the Cybertron days. Let's put it like that. He very much is. That doesn't tab into place and is so annoying. He doesn't like to stand up. He just skip it. Skip it. Just skip it. Just skip it. Just skip it. Skip it. Just skip it. Nothing more to say about that. Skip it. Thanks, everybody. See you all next time. Bye-bye.